Wait to the end because I'm going to remember to show you the upcoming whip. You're going to freak out. Well, it's actually upcoming finished object. I just have to sew on my tails. So stay to the end because I totally forgot to put it in the beginning. Hi, it's Krista at The Secret Yarnery. Welcome to Crochet Podcast, episode 182. I have a lot in store for you today. A lot. I feel like we haven't talked lately. I have a stack of crochet to share with you. First finished object, I just want to show you how cute they are in a Ziploc bag. Right? They fit perfect. Is my Heart Granny Square pattern tutorial. It's amazing. How cute is that for a heart? I love it. There was some request to turn it into a traditional granny square, which is also a great idea. Also turning it into a blanket. So there's a ton of projects you can do with the Heart Granny Squares. Aren't they super cute? So I don't even know what I picked. I guess I just picked my cute colors. I thought I picked like a bright pink and a dark pink, but I think I just picked colors that I like. Cute, right? Let me put that one in front. Isn't it like candy? It's really, really cute. So that took some effort. Oh no, wait, what are these ones? These are not the ones. Wait, these are my old ones. Where's my new ones? Oh no. Okay, I got to get my new ones. Okay, this is last year's. Still a good pattern. Okay, I'm going to leave it out because I'm going to show you what the difference of the new pattern is. Jiminy crickets. How many hearts do I have around this place? I guess a lot. Oh, all my Valentine stuff is out. I get it. Okay. Apparently I have to put away my Valentine's Day things. I haven't done it yet. I have them all packed up though. Okay, let me find if I have one in the same color. Ooh, these colors are great. They're so pretty. So this is the new heart pattern. This is the old heart pattern. So this starts with a circle. This starts with a square. Which do you like better? Tell me in the comments. Oh my gosh, have you noticed? I have a new microphone. So look, I can talk behind all of these squares and you hear me just the same. I'm so used to shouting, it's ridiculous. Anyway, which do you like better? I'm totally in love with the new one. I just think it's like so hearty. Hearty, heart. It's cute, right? Anyway. These colors, wait, I'm going to see if I can flip it like a book. Yes, I can. Good, right? So these colors, I picked a dark, they're not in order, but I picked like a dark and a light of each color. So dark and a light green, dark and a light purple, dark and a light blue. Cute, right? So this was a triumph. I just think it's so hearty. Like the shape is so heart-like. Isn't it super, super sweet? So these also fit, look at that, perfect in a little Ziploc. I do like to store like my ones I use for tutorials because I need them in the future for like thumbnails or, you know, sharing with you later about like, you know, hearts or whatever it is. So I like to keep everything packed in Ziplocs or zipper bags, usually Ziplocs. And then I have them in big clear storage totes for each season kind of thing. So I have one for spring and these go in my spring crochet big tote, but then they're also put together in little Ziplocs. So when I know what I want to take out, they're clean and they're together. So they're not all mixed up. They stay nice and tidy together. So I have a bucket over there of Valentine's things I need to put away, which I have not put away yet. So we're not doing chronological. We're just going to go. I need a spot to put this. There we go. From heart to heart. Ooh, okay, we're doing this one next. Another Ziploc. Now these could be in a smaller Ziploc. I was just trying to tidy up in a hurry, and I should put these back in a smaller Ziploc. Handful of, oops, it was a handful of hearts. Okay, it's still a handful of hearts. So this is the same. I picked, oh wow, I have it all the right way around. So I picked a bright color, and then I picked a lighter color of each heart. So one side is like pastel-y and Easterish, and the other side is like bright and cheery. Brighter and cheerier. So those are my heart pillows. Aren't they cute? I love on them. Oops, I'm just dropping them like crazy. Let me get a smaller Ziploc for these. I think this is a more appropriate size. Let me pop them in there. So those are my super, let me talk about one too, I can show you. So these are the hearts, but joined together and with a super easy join. Like super easy. Chains and single crochets all the way around. So it's just kind of like loopy and cute, and it keeps the heart shape, and then just a little bit of stuffing in the middle. Well, another great idea, which I would do, is pop like a bounce dryer sheet in there. Just kind of like fold it up in the center and put stuffing on each side. So it would just kind of smell like fresh laundry. That would be great. Also make a super cute gift. Like if you just kind of tucked one inside a coffee mug or something and gave it to your teacher or something like that. It's a pretty cute idea. I thought they'd also look good hanging from a doorknob. What I used to do when I had babies is if my baby was sleeping, I was sewing back then, so I sewed like a traffic light. So it was either a red light or a green light, and if it was a red light, don't come in the room, and if it was a green light, yeah, sure, come on in. So you know, like your baby's sleeping, you're like, shh, my baby's sleeping. You could do something like that with a cute heart instead of a traffic light. It could be like, if it's this color, stay out. If it's that color, come on in. Like do not disturb heart. So those are the crochet hearts. Now, all of these are tutorials and written patterns already, so don't stress out about where is it. I'm going to link everything in the description box down below. And I just want to show you my cute little puppy. There's my Rico update. Isn't he cute? So he was outside last night with Dingo guarding the house, and now he's inside, and he is not getting off my bed. He's like, this is where I'm going to be. Don't even disturb. Now this I'm quite proud of. It is fantastic. It's almost weather to wear it here, actually. I feel like it's like 23 degrees. This is my heart shrug. It is adorable. It is 14 of those heart squares turned into a sweater. And the sleeves are just basically everything. Look how cute it is. Like a little corset. I love it. It's so cute, right? So, is that a tail I have to sew in? What's this loop doing here? Okay, well that's not the best thing. It's stuck. Got to poke that in somehow. That's not supposed to be there. So the bottom is super cute. The neckline, the shoulders are super cute. That's the shoulders. So it goes from like wider to skinnier. It's like so cute. Like I'm honestly so proud of it. So anyway, that's my heart shrug. You can make it into a sweater. People ask, you make it into a sweater? Yes, you can. But you really have to size your squares like perfectly, which is hard to tell everybody how to do because everybody's body is different. But I'll be working on that for next year. It's so cute, right? I love it. I love it. So that is my heart sweater, shrug. So cute. I have other ideas for this. Like you're going to see more of this kind of style. I'm just telling you. That's a warning. Now, diagonal granny stitch blanket or C2C granny blanket. Love the colors. What is so good about this? Now, if you have done a C2C granny stitch before, you know that putting on the border is always a thing. It usually ruffles. I just want to show you how flat that is. I won't even hold it. I'm just like, look how good it is. It's perfect. Like, I'm just saying, it's so good. So this border fixes that ruffly problem you have with diagonal granny stitch blankets, because you want to put 3 stitches in each space and you can't. So then you can do like, you know, 2 double crochet decreases here and there so that it still looks like you're doing 3, but you're not. It's just a pain in the butt. So this border, no, you just whip along doing 3, 3, 3, and then you fix it in the next round so that it lies perfectly flat. You can see how flat that is, right? Look at that. I love it. Like, it's so good. So this is a tutorial and written pattern, and you can use that border on any granny C2C blanket. Oh, my granny cal update. I gotta go get that. I want to share with you my update on the granny square crochet along that we're doing. Let me go and get it. While I'm getting it, I want to say a big thank you to all of our channel members. Remind me to talk about memberships again after this. So thankful for all of you joining the channel and helping me make more videos. And these are all of our lovely members. If you want to join, there's a link in the description box underneath all of my videos. And it does really help me make more videos and like buy microphones. So thank you very much. Remind me about microphones after too. Okay, let me get the granny squares. Okay, so now before I tell you all about it, I'll give you a little sneak peek right there. I just want to say, I'll explain it and then I'll show you, because I know we have, you know, I'm small right now, but when the screen's big, I'll unfold this baddie for you. It's so good. So what we're doing this year is, there's a video for it. I'll link it down below as well. We're doing a crochet along where whatever project you do, whatever scraps you have left, you make a 3-round granny. You can make any size granny, but for me, it's a 3-round granny square. And I also show you how to do like join as you go. In my mind, I'm like, oh, just make granny squares and then join them later. Problem with that is what granny, like I wanted to keep mine like these colors I used in this project and those colors I used in this project, and I want them to be together, like in a row or in a box or in a square or like in an area where the colors I use for that project are together. I don't want to do just random granny squares everywhere. I want it to represent what I crocheted that year or this year. So mine are all in rows, and I did one where it's like, just to kind of keep the shape, where I did like 2 rows of 4 instead of like a big row across the bottom, just because it would totally fill in that shape and it had the right number of squares available for the number of colors I used for that project. Now, there's also like, so I chose to do join as you go so that I wasn't confused later. I didn't have to like batch things up and like put everything in Ziploc bags and then have a big project to do. Other side of that is it's going to be done at the end of the year, which is right after Christmas. And that's a busy time of year. And I don't want to spend that time then finishing up something from the year before. I want to jump into the new year with new things, not maintenance from last year or tidying up or housekeeping from last year. I want to do something new. So I'm doing join as you go for these squares. So I just join on the last round. So I do 2 rounds and 2 sides of my granny square, and then I join it. And I show you in the video like how to do all that so you can follow along and do the same thing if you're interested in that. And it kind of turns into like this gorgeous memory blanket, which you are just going to love. So, oh, also, I'm using, so whatever yarn I'm using, if it's an 8 ply or a 10 ply or a 3 weight or a 4 weight, I'm using a 6mm crochet hook. And I'm also using acrylic yarn. I don't have any plans on using natural fibers, maybe some cotton I will be. So if I'm just not mixing and matching my fibers. If I was doing cotton, I would start like a smaller cotton one, I think. And if I use wool or anything, I'd also put that in my natural fibers. Although I do wash my crochet the same way no matter what it is. I don't have a dryer. I gave my dryer away. Pretty sure I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. So I haven't used it for like 18, 19 years. So I gave it away. So I just dry my clothes outside or on clothesline inside the house if it's raining, or lay it flat on a bed if it's crochet. So I do not need to worry about putting things in the dryer or anything like that. I'm using a 6mm crochet hook. So I had to go to the video to check what color hook I was using. I thought it was a 5, but it was like turning out like the granny square was like super tight. And I'm like, this does not feel right. So I checked the video. Sure enough, I was using a 6. So I popped a brown stitch marker into what's one of the granny squares. So when I look at it in the future, if I've stolen this hook for another project, I can just tell what hook I was using. I try to leave my hooks with my projects, and then all of a sudden I have no crochet hooks, and I find it very frustrating. So I have to go through my whips and like reclaim my crochet hooks. So let me show you. I'll show you how it started. That's how it started. That was the first project of the year. It was a granny stripe blanket, so not on a diagonal, just straight across. And I did like this sort of rainbow. So I just kind of omitted pink and I omitted red, and I just did these colors here. Super fresh, super fun. And if my scrap wasn't big enough, also for this blanket, let me get the blanket, I'll just show you. This blanket here. So it's granny stripe blanket, and I used all of each color. So for the ball of yarn, I used up the whole ball of yarn. I didn't count rows and all that. I started in the beginning, but then I'm like, I can get so many more rows with this type of yarn. So this is the Softly Baby, and this is Favorite. So there's more yardage to it, or I don't know what. It worked out better. So I just finished up each ball of yarn. And then from the scraps, it's so cute. Now I've got to find it again. There we are. Then for the scraps, if there wasn't enough, I just finished with white. So most of them, I think only orange I had enough left over. Yellow I didn't, green I didn't, blue I didn't, other blue I didn't. So that was the first project. And then it just grew from there. So I've made all these projects. Let me stand up so I can tell you. Oh my gosh, isn't it great? These are all the projects I have done so far this year. Some of them you haven't seen yet, but you will be. And I thought what we can do, isn't it great? So also you can see I used the same colors several times because they're just fabulous colors. And I am just using that color again. So each project, it is in here. I even put in white. So these are both whites, because each row, I used white in each row. Vroop, vroop. So there's white. So that's how I'm doing it. And it's just a super easy join as you go. And if I don't have enough yarn, I just finish it in white. And I'm going to do that for the whole blanket. So this is 2 months of crochet in the Secret Yarnery. It's a lot, right? It's a lot of colors. So that is what I'm up to. And I just finished it last night so I could show you. But it is ahead. Like I do have projects on here that you haven't seen. And I think what I want to do is at the end of the year, I don't know, it depends how big it gets. But I kind of want to do like a word search with the blanket, and you have to like circle the squares that go together, like for whatever project it is. And then like word search, like, so you're like, oh, these colors were for this and those colors were that, like for the whole blanket. So like a color search, a project color search with the blanket. I mean, I'm into it. So I'm even trying to keep track of it now. So because imagine this is only 2 months. So like 6 more of these, no, yeah, 5 more of these. It's a lot. So I think I have to like photograph it every now and again and like make notes to myself of which ones go together. Those are the neighbor dogs. If you could hear them, they're not mine. My beauty's still sleeping right there. He's so cute. So that is my Crochet-Along update. Now we're also going to be doing a monthly Crochet-Along. So I've reduced live chats to first and last Friday of the month. So I have a couple weeks in the middle where I can get other things done instead of like cleaning my house and, putting on lipstick. So what we're going to do, the first Friday of the month, we're going to do a spin the wheel. I think I have it. Wait. I think I have it. Wait, got to get to it. We are going to do a project picker. Cute. Where we pick whatever project it's going to be. And we also have another one. Let me get back to the other one. Where we're going to pick the color. So we're going to pick the color and we're going to pick the project. And then we're going to do it throughout the month. And then the last Friday of the month, we are going to highlight and show what everyone's made. Now, you can share your projects on the community tab. Oh, it was going to be purple. You can share your projects on the community tab, and then we can all see them, and we can all comment on them and like love up on them. And even if you have like a problem or anything like that, over on the community tab. So let me show you how to get to the community tab. So go to YouTube and go to Secret Yarnery. Then on my page, you're going to click this community tab right there. So click on community. And then click on newest. Oh, look. Oh, what? Look at her border. Okay, well, that's great. Another baby in the family in 2021 and Krista's granny stitch circle blanket. So it's, which one? That must be the new one. But look what she did on the border. Inspired by lily pad flowers in our neighbor's pond. Look at that. Okay, this is not what I was going to, well, I wasn't going to show you, but look how great that is. Oh, there's more pictures. Hold on. That's what I wanted to see. I was zooming in to see those flowers. That is so cute. Look how it is on the edge of her blanket. Okay, that's gorgeous, I knit. Really nice. Yes. Oh, so nice. Look what else she did. This is also I knit. Anyway, so everything's in here. There's my border. Now you can see how good it is. It's like so flat. You saw how it hung, right? I mean, I'm just saying I'm so proud of it. Where the seedlings are, working on a C2C granny, I think. Very beautiful. And then if I put up a video, it's going to be here as well. But you can share. Oh, here's Yaya. Hey, Yaya. Working on my youngest granddaughter's Easter blanket using the easy diagonal granny stitch, loving the pattern. Yes, it's so good. And those colors are great. They're almost exactly like mine. I love that yellow. That's really cute. Yes, so good. What's good about this diagonal blanket is when it starts to suck, like when it's like taking so long, you're like, well, you know what? It's wide enough, and then it gets faster and faster. So ending a diagonal project is just, it's very motivational. My spiral, so this is just where you can post everything that you have been working on that is one of my patterns, but it's our community. So I'd love for you to share our community. So you just pop in here. Oh my gosh, I love this. Nazone, you nailed it. Made it for her uncle on his 85th birthday last November. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is a gorgeous pattern, by the way. It's gorgeous stitches, also a gorgeous pattern. It really works up fast. 2 strands of yarn, and a big hook, so it goes really, really fast. So you can always pop into this page. Oh my gosh, I love this. Look at the colors. Oh, that is so, look at it. Oh my goodness. And where are you filming that? Tanya, that's gorgeous. I wish I had a nice white wall like that. Oh my gosh, she's made 3. And she's doing the grannies for Cal and made 27 so far. Oh, yes, the color palette is amazing. Yes, I'm oogling your color palette. Anyway, you can pop over here. Oh, the Granny Heart Shrug. Oh, good idea. I'm loving on that. I can heart it too. I got to heart it. So this is where you can spend your time just scrolling through, seeing everybody's gorgeous projects. Oh my goodness, isn't it great? So pop over here and post your makes so we can all oogle and ogle it. And this is also where you're going to be showing your crochet-along that we do this month. So Friday, we're picking the colors and the project. And then when you're done, you can post your pictures over here. Oops, no, don't do that. Now to post you want to go here. It's kind of grayed out, but it's underneath the top newest in my posts. It says what's on your mind. You click on what's on your mind. You can type here. If you click that, you can type like your words, whatever your words are going to be. And then you can also just pick a picture like that. And we can type. Okay, so I've got my picture and I've got my text, and you just click post. Post. And then it's right there. How neat is that? So that's how you can post pictures of yours on the community page, and then we can all see it. So that is how you can share your makes, and that's going to be happening this Friday, 5 p.m. my time. So I'm UTC +3. So it is in the morning in the West, in the afternoon in the UK and Europe, and late at night in Australia. So depending where you are, that's where it is. It's already scheduled, so I can also link that live chat down below, and you can also just click on it and then set a reminder, and then technically YouTube sends you an email or a reminder when we are going live, so you can pop over and join in on the excitement and see what color we're going to do and what project we're going to do. And if you have any suggestions for what project you'd like to do, let us know in the comments, and we can add it to the spinning wheel, the crochet spin the wheel roulette, or whatever we're going to call it. We also need a name for it, so let me know about that. Now back to memberships. I am doing video calls this month on March 20th. So if you want to have a private chat, go ahead and manage your membership. You can do that by clicking the join or the manage your membership button down below. And it's for all Loop Masters. So Loop Masters is called Loop. What is it called? What are we calling it? It's such a good name. Wait. Loop Masters Lounge, right? We're doing Loop Masters Lounge. I'm also going to be doing, I think if you use Discord, I'm going to do it. Okay, tell me, do you use Discord? Because like everybody I know, well, not everybody, but all my kids use Discord. So if you also use Discord, I was thinking we could have actually make a lounge, and it's open for that day. So in between phone calls, or when you are waiting for your phone call or your video call, we can just be hanging out in the lounge. You could hang out together in the lounge. So let me know if you use Discord, because I think that's the only place you can really do it. It's super easy. You pretty much just like click it and join in, and then you can talk. There's music, and you can talk to each other all the time, like in conversation. So it's pretty great. If you're interested in that, let me know. So that is Loop Masters Lounge coming up on March 20th. And if you are a Loop Master, you will see the link to book your seat in the lounge. You can see it on the community tab as well. So check that out if you're interested. And are you ready for it? I gotta tuck in I gotta do some work here. I have not sewn in my tails. Ba-da-da-da. It is problem solving ruffle hat, granny stitch ruffle hat or bucket hat with ruffle, but it just fits your head. So there's a lot, like people have been asking me for a ruffle hat tutorial, and I'm like, I don't want to do one because everyone does them. And how hard is it? Put more stitches around the edge, and not hard. Then I realized, oh no, hold on, it's going to come to me. I think it was when I was watching, Lady Simone, the Lady of Crochet. I was watching her channel. She was talking about ruffle hats and how to sew in elastic super easy. And I was like, what are you even going on about? Is that what you have to do for a ruffle hat? So I was stewing on that for a while. And then elastic videos started popping up. I didn't watch them. I try not to watch other crochet channels at all because I want my ideas to be my ideas. I don't want people to say, oh, I took your idea. I don't want to take your idea. I want my own idea. Now, ruffle hat, definitely not my own idea. I've seen them around Kenya for years and years and years. There was one at the grocery store the other day, and I was like, not the other day, it was like last year. But I was like following her to be like, oh, that looks like like a stalker, just because I was like looking at the ruffles. I was trying to like figure out how many stitches she put in to make it that dense, and like what brand and color of yarn she had. It was really cute. Anyway, wasn't really on my list of things to do until I realized how hard it is for people to get it to fit right. And I'm like, dude, it can't be that hard. It can't be. I mean, I'm sure it is. I mean, you know, it did take me some time, but I am queen of flat edges. Like that's what I do. I do flat edges. I do things that fit. Like I make crochet work as crochet, not making it complicated with like elastic or all this. No, just needle and hook and yarn. We got it done, right? So in my mind, I was like, I mulled over it and it came to me in the middle of the night. And I'm like, if I did this and if I did it twice, I could do this here and I could do that there and this, da-da. I'm like, I'm going to do that. So I did it. It was even easier. It was easier than I even thought it was going to be. Because I'm like, I've never made one. I don't know how much it stretches. I don't know. Anyway, I did it like a dream. Like a dream. So I do have to sew in my tails. So don't judge any yarn hanging down. But no elastic, nothing hard. Now this, I mean, it's so cute. So now my daughter, okay, so here's the hat, one of my colorways coming out. There's a sweater to match, but I can't show you right now. Don't joke. So I didn't want to put a color on the band. I wanted just to be a neutral. So it could have been gray, white, or this taupey kind of color. So I went with taupey so that it didn't look like, you know, I just thought it would look the nicest. But then my daughter's like, oh, it's really nice, but not on you. What? I think it's cute. What do you mean? She's like, it just kind of blends in and it's not. And I'm like, okay, you have a point. And like, bless her honesty. I think these need to be like ruffled more. They look like they're all in line. Is that better? Anyway, super cute. Stays on, fits totally great. So this tutorial is coming out on Sunday. You are going to love it. If you're a ruffle hat girl, or if you know a ruffle hat person, or you want to make ruffle hats for your kids or your grandkids, this is what is up. So easy. I'm like, why? It's just how everyone's going to be making ruffle hats in the future. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Don't steal it and put it on your channel. Okay. Don't make a tutorial of it. It's my tutorial. I figured it out. Just let me figure it out. I figured it out. Don't steal it. Can't be that hard. You can make it, you can sell them, you can gift them. Just tell people it's my pattern. It's not hard. Don't do my pattern for other people. Do the product for other people. So I have all of these tails to sew in. And then I got to, like, you know, film the beginning of the video. But the rest of it is all ready to go. Is that not the cutest thing? And I do, like, I was going to put a row of like maybe white or like a light green or a light blue along the edge. So it'd be like, you know, not this boring color that my daughter doesn't like. But I think it makes it too specific. And I like it. I don't mind it. I think it's cute. Like, I think if I was wearing this, no one would be like, oh my gosh, look at that hat. They'd be like, oh, that's Krista. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's bright, but it's subtle. Right? Anyway, I love it. That's what's up. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you what else I have been working on. A lot. You're going to freak out. But this one is coming out on Sunday. So tell all your ruffle hat people, I got it sorted out. Now, I think that's it. So if you enjoyed this, go ahead and subscribe. Oh, wait. We got to put another emoji because you got to the end. What's a good emoji? I got to get up on my emojis. If you have made it this far and you're still here, put a t-shirt emoji in, because I just saw my t-shirt. Put a t-shirt emoji or a sweater emoji in, is there a hat emoji? Let me check. I got to get up on my emojis. I don't know. What emoji is good? I just want an easy emoji. What about a hand emoji? What about this one? Can we use that one? If you've made it this far in the video, put a hand emoji in the comments down below, and I'm waiting for you in that video up there. Well, it won't be here now because there's bloopers, but after the bloopers, it's going to be up there. Stay hooked. And upcoming, well, I'm in love with it. You're going to love it too. So I have a whole bunch of crochet stuff. Plus, I have a whole, no, wait. Oh, I'm sweating. Why am I sweating? Because I had my hair down. I wasn't sweating before, now I'm sweating. Okay, great. Give me a minute. Okay. Hi, it's Krista at The Secret Yarnery. Welcome to Crochet Podcast, episode 182. Yes, 182. Okay, that's cute. So I guess I have to edit a little bit or you won't have any bloopers. Food for thought right there. Okay, stay hooked. Wait. I forgot I'm filming on my phone. I don't got to go up and turn off that big dial. I just got to go like this. It's so easy. I love it.